Hello everybody, this is Leon from RealLife WAVES. Thank you very much. Listen, you guys are great. You've been keeping me accountable, and I have to admit it's been difficult exercising every day. I've had a very busy schedule outside of exercising, so the exercises has been difficult. I've been slipping a little bit, but I'm trying to make it up. So please individually keep me accountable, and also leave your comments, and I will certainly read those. So today we have kind of an exciting event coming up. We're going to interview Robbie, who is a friend and a local surfer who has a lot of experience, and we're going to find out what exactly are we trying to achieve. What am I trying to achieve by surfing really big Jeffreys Bay? So the commitment coming out of that is that at one point, not too far in the future, I'm going to actually surf with Robbie. Maybe not when it is that big, but when it is starting to get bigger and I'm starting to get fitter, then our photographer Cara will come and she will photograph us. She will make some videos of us surfing that day. So thank you very much, and let's jump into that interview. And we just have a few questions for you today. And the first one would be, how long have you been surfing Jeffreys Bay?
Well, I came here first of all in 1980. In 1988, I settled here.
Okay, so this is what we're really getting at. How big is 12 foot? How big is that surf in Jeffreys Bay?
So how big is 12 foot? Big enough to put the terror in you of power. That's far more than we can really handle. If we get on the wrong side of that power, that's how big it is. It will leave you with some damage.
Describe a little bit how it feels to be in that surf of 12 foot then.
It feels like you feel when your knees knock together. You certainly have experienced knee knocking fear out there because you feel completely overwhelmed with what you're involved in. Yeah, you get a sense of, this is something that I'm not its master, it's my master, and I must be very careful to not try and assert myself incorrectly against the power of the ocean when it's like that. You feel it pick you up with its immense power. It's very intimidating, because if anything goes wrong, you're going to pay the price. You're going to come off second best.
What would you say would be the most important, physical fitness or mental strength in that surf?
If you don't have your mind in the right place when you go out there, which is to be very cautious and not hurried, but very much aware and thinking ahead of where you're at in order to avoid getting yourself in a dangerous situation. That's very important. And you obviously need to be amped to go out there. You mustn't go, that's the mental side of it. One has to look and say, I've got to take it on, and I'm amped to do that. The physical side, and you say physical strength, that's all important because you're up against a very great strength that outdoes our strength. When you get on the wrong side of that wave, it's like being a rag doll in a puppy's mouth. That wave shakes you.
How do you actually get out there?
Have an eye for an opportunity when you can actually make your break and reach, the clear water. Well, you need to wait patiently. Say to yourself, I'm not going to rush. If I rush, I'm going to put myself, on the wrong side of the surf.
So why sometimes there are only a handful of guys out there in big surf, and other times there are a lot more brave souls out there?
Well, I suppose you get seasons here where the swells are expected to come, and that would be like early winter into sort of a midwinter season. and people come from far and wide to ride it when it's in season, and then you'll get a lot of people out. But then you might get a swell that's a bit off season, and because of that, there's not that many people in town who are, here to ride it, and so you'll pretty much get the local guys and a few outsiders only.
Oh, thank you very much, Robbie. Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah.
Those big waves really sound scary. So guys, that was great. Thank you very much for watching. Please, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do also hit the notification button, also the like. That helps with the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm. So thank you very much and see you next week. Actually, just as a side note, I'm really scared about next week's commitment because we're going to speak to the nutritionist, and that's going to be really